Freelander 2. Financial mistake or excellent value family wagon. Stay tuned and let's find out. In 2006, when the much better looking and more reliable Freelander 2 came out, people went mad for it. You literally see hundreds of them. Like out today, I've seen about 5 or 6. Various models, various trims. This particular one we're in today is the HST, which is the top of the range HSE, but with the exterior styling sports pack. So it's got front and rear bumper aprons, side skirts, spoiler, 19-inch shadow chrome alloys, 10 spokes. It's also got the uprated Alpine surround sound stereo with DVD player and screens in the rear headrests, full leather heated interior, sat nav, all the usual stuff, Bluetooth. Very, very well equipped vehicle. So if you're looking for a crossover SUV in this sort of price range, second hand, I really wouldn't consider anything else. Yes, they've got their niggles, as the same as all second hand cars do. These suffer terribly from corrosion, depending on what part of the what part of the world you're in. UK, they suffer quite badly. Rear subframes can be a bit of an issue. Central locking is an issue on them. Rear differential can be an issue. The key cartridge sometimes can be an issue on them. But they're generally quite cheap to fix if you know where to look for the parts. And if you do a lot of your servicing and stuff yourself, they'll go on for a long time. Like on the UK Freelander Owners Club, there's a load of Freelanders on there with in excess of 250,000 miles on the clock. Same engines. Yeah, okay, they've gone through multiple injectors, they've needed work doing them over the years, but they are more than capable of doing it. The 2.2 engine in this is a Ford and PSA derived turbo diesel, which is commonly found in the earlier Vokes, obviously the Freelander 2s, the Mondeo, and I think the Citroen C4 as well. As well as I'm sure there's plenty of other vehicles out there with this exact same engine. I think this model here is 160 horsepower, which is more than enough for one of these. You know, they're not a sports car at the end of the day. Got a beautiful sized boot in the back, fit all the luggage when we go away with the kids and stuff. Got the pano roof in this one as well, which is a nice little touch. Yeah, it's just a beautifully equipped vehicle, and it didn't cost the earth to buy. Yeah, okay, since having it, we've had to do quite a bit of, well, I say quite a bit of work to it. It's just general stuff. I've done most of this myself. New front brakes, new drop links all round, new rear brakes, tidied up the subframe because it had an advisory on the last few MOTs of subframe corroded but not excessive. So I thought, you know, I'll get on top of it now. Got under there, wire wheel, wire brush, a load of hammer right and underseal, you know, like it doesn't need to look pretty, it just needs to last. I want to check all the intercooler hoses because again that's another Achilles heel to this engine and this particular vehicle. It'll blow hoses, the intercooler get damaged, they come up, start throwing up codes, turbo boost issues and stuff like that. But you know, like on the whole, it's a really nice vehicle to drive. And this particular one, you would never know sitting where I am, the interior in this car has done 146,000 miles, and you would not. There's a little bit of wear on the steering wheel, but that is it. The driver's seat is immaculate. They do wear their miles well once they've been looked after, if they've been looked after. On the road, she's very, very smooth, you know, considering the size of it, you would have kind of expected it to be quite a smooth ride, really. Steering's precise and firm, not too wallowy. So, they drive really well, really, really well. You know, you've got a choice between this and a X5, second hand, obviously, Mark 1, Qashqai, you know. I know the BMW is a four-wheel drive, but it'll come unstuck off the road. It's a proper four-wheel drive. You know, you might not need it, but if you ever get stuck in the snow or need to go and boot across the field somewhere, the old Bill chasing you, you know you're more than likely going to get out the other side, which you definitely won't in an X5, Qashqai, Duke. Don't think there's any comparison really. Like I said, this is a high mileage one, or just running, depends on your take on things. Yeah, it's like 35 around that roundabout, bit of leaning, but she's solid planted. She goes alright and feels alright, the old girl. Can't believe how many other Freelanders I've seen today on the road. Just thought, oh, I'll go out, make a bit of content for YouTube, you know, keep it going. And literally every other car I've seen today is a Freelander 2. No HSTs though. Oh my god, another one. Literally another one. Not HST, template. It's facelift. Yeah, so all in all, if you're in the market for a second-hand Land Rover or crossover SUV or whatever you want to call them, station wagon, I don't think you can really get much better for like the £5,000 mark. £5,000 or less. You can pick up some bargain ones. Don't get me wrong. There's ones out there that are well cheap, but like I said, servicing and things go wrong with them, it's standard. So if you want to pick up a cheaper one and you don't mind doing a bit of work on it yourself, then crack on, mate. You get yourself a right little bargain. But if you're not that way inclined, then you want to try and get the best that you can for your budget, certain things you do need to make sure have been done. Cam belt servicing for starters. Make sure all the central locking and everything works. Check the MOT history. You know, it's a simple little things like that that will save you a lot of headaches. But I can't rate them enough. I've always been a massive Land Rover fan. I've always been a massive Freelander fan. So I honestly don't think you can get much better for your money, really, especially if you try and get the HSE or the HST variants. Bluetooth, sat-nav, DVD player, privacy windows, heated leather seats, armrests, pano roof, alloys, body kit. You can't really get much more for your money, really. It's a bit of a bargain, I think. Just going past the old plot there. Pulled someone over, checking their tyres. Bad morning for them. But yeah, anyway, back to the Freelander. Another one, 6th one today. Freelander 2. Popular car. You're looking for a crossover. Small crossover. Well, small, I say small. It's actually quite a large vehicle inside. It's lovely. It's well thought out. And being a Land Rover, it's got a proper four-wheel drive system. So this is the same four-wheel drive system that you'll find in the Disco 3. developed with Land Rover and Haldex. You know, it's got the descent mode. This particular model is an auto. Rather have an auto, and you don't have to worry about the constant £800 having to change your flywheel and your clutches and stuff. Well, I say constant. If it hasn't been done when you bought it, you know it's going to be getting done whilst you own it. As whereas with an auto, you know, I haven't really heard any bad things about these boxes. So time will tell. But like I said, she's done 146,000. Picked this one up, had the cam belt done at 140,000, and that was the second time it had been done. Apparently Land Rover reckoned it didn't need to be done for 10 years, or I think it was 120,000 miles, which in bollocks. I'll beat that out. Yeah, 120,000 in 10 years don't seem right. It's a perishable item. Every other car manufacturer is normally 60,000 miles or 3 to 5 years, whatever one comes first, because it is rubber and it does perish.